For the bulk of XRP's history, you had been better off buying XRP than Bitcoin. Now, I understand this likely seems like a pretty surprising reality, specifically seeing that one of the maximum not unusual arguments Bitcoiners have in opposition to XRP is that the entirety is going to zero in opposition to Bitcoin. The Bitcoin has outperformed the whole market, so why even pay attention to the whole lot else? Well, guys, on this video, I want to blow up that FUD point as well as definitely display you there's almost no difference between XRP, the token, and Bitcoin, the token, and sincerely ruin down why there's this type of massive false impression among the variations on how these two networks paintings. Like usually, you are assisting me so much to this channel. Thank you to anyone who takes the time to like these videos and subscribe to the channel. These easy matters simply do help me out so much. Also, when you have an equal area to shop for some XRP, make certain to check out my favorite strings uphold down inside the description of this video. With that stated, I'll pay attention proper into it, and I hope you men enjoy the content material. So guys, this is a video I'm without a doubt absolutely excited for, because I do not assume a number of people surely apprehend what we're going to talk approximately. Most of this should also be surely apprehend with the beginning of experience actually look like. We frequently speak about the rate of XRP, how brief its miles, the way it has a local DEX, how economic institutions are operating with Ripple. That are all very crucial things. But a whole lot of the discussions we are hearing on X proper now visit how those protocols had been created. Due to the fact loads of the Bitcoiners' argument right now is that properly XRP wasn't created nicely. XRP is not decentralized, and consequently, it cannot be in a strategic reserve. They often pass into why Bitcoin is so extraordinary and why Bitcoin is so high quality and Bitcoin is so decentralized. However, they leave out a few very important factors that I think definitely want to be investigated. One of the things that Bitcoiners continuously do is do not really observe the right for either of those blockchains. And I assume this is a honestly cool factor in history where we are able to honestly cross back and observe how these protocols have been created and in fact see a ton of similarities between the two that I assume you guys are going to realize at the end of this video there is nearly no distinction between them. So on the quick of the day, none of those blockchains simply confirmed up out of nowhere, right? These blockchains were created by way of humans. In the XRP case, basically a gaggle of humans were given collectively, created the XRP ledger, and then a certain amount become gifted to those founders, and then any other element turned into later gifted to Ripple as soon as the enterprise become created. Now, premise check, the Bitcoin case, Bitcoin was created by way of the nameless Satoshi Nakamoto, but it would not imply that Bitcoin wasn't created by means of no one. We just do not know who Bitcoin was created through. And if we fail to recognize who XRP turned into created by, we would essentially be in that same actual state of affairs. The handiest distinction is the Bitcoin protocol become created with the aid of anonymous founders, and the XRP ledger protocol turned into created by founders that we recognize. Now, inside the Bitcoin case, basically because we do not know who Satoshi Nakamoto is, we do not know his future involvement with the network, we do not know what Satoshi Nakamoto is doing now, if anything, but because we do not know that, we can't issue on this records while speaking approximately the future of Satoshi's involvement within the Bitcoin protocol. A lot of humans point to Ripple saying, "Now nicely, Ripple's still doing plenty with the XRP ledger." That is sincerely actual. And I am pleased they're nevertheless doing a lot with the XRP ledger. I suppose it is massively bullish. However, we haven't any idea who Satoshi Nakamoto is. For all we realize, he is Michael Saylor, and he is one among the biggest holders of Bitcoin, holds lots of Bitcoin, similar to Ripple, holds a whole lot of XRP. So if we move returned and observe how these blockchains had been created, in the long run, the token was created. The creators have been talented a certain allocation of the token. In Satoshi's case, he become basically capable of mining it totally free. However, there may be really no distinction. And therefore, protocol changed into created by means of humans. And then that token commenced to be dispersed. Now, the XRP ledger took a totally different manner of distributing the token. They said, what's up allows now not waste all of those resources. Let's no longer waste all of these inefficiencies on giving out this token. Over time, let's simply create all the tokens straight away and distribute them later on. Let's no longer tackle these kinds of engineering complexities like we're seeing inside the Bitcoin protocol. The Bitcoin protocol implemented something known as mining, and what mining allowed humans to do was make a contribution power to the community for appraise, to slowly distribute that token through the years in a decentralized way. The XRP ledger was very distinct due to the fact all of the tokens were already created, and Ripple took the placement to distribute the one's tokens to people inside the ecosystem over the years. So the simplest distinction genuinely is this distribution of the token, how that token is surpassed down to contributors. In the Bitcoin example, you simply begin contributing validation power and you could get some of that distribution. In the XRP ledger's case, basically XRP become talented to Ripple, and now Ripple distributes that XRP to market participants. Now, a few humans would possibly argue that the Bitcoin distribution is lots greater fair. And it's a first-rate point to take. If you're definitely seeking out the most decentralized way of having the token obtainable, the Bitcoin instance did a very good task. In the Bitcoin protocol, this ability to distribute the token over time is not something that easy. That's why mining essentially is a factor. It creates these types of complexities with the underlying protocol that extensively carry down its pace and performance. Because of this, the Bitcoin blockchain has this exquisite manner of dispensing the token. It's first-rate decentralized proper, and everybody can get right of entry to it. But it essentially wherein it cannot scale to do whatever useful. On the opposite facet of that, the XRP ledger took a totally exceptional approach. They stated, okay, let's sacrifice some of this token distribution stuff and allow simply attention on making this community rapid and green for its #1 use case. Over time, the token may be allotted regardless, and this complete distribution aspect might not also be an important problem. As soon as this network hits its important mass, the Bitcoin network focused on solving that answer in a totally brief time period manner. Hey, allow us just do this from the beginning and we won't fear about the scalability. The XRP ledger facet took a totally exclusive path. They said, howdy, we might have to deal with a few hurdles early on with distributing the token, but as soon as it's allotted, then our community does not have the lingering effects from that distribution. So Bitcoin went via this decentralized manner of distributing the token, and it created a number of lagging troubles on the underlying blockchain for being what it turned into presupposed to be. In the XRP ledger case, they stated, you already know what, allows simply difficulty it and permits distribute those tokens, and we will go away the network speedy and efficient. But if we return to the middle manner those networks had been created, it became no one of a kind. The easy reality of the problem is people created the network, the tokens are being allotted, and there is no fundamental distinction among the real tokens themselves. Both of those tokens had been issued by using the underlying chain. Both of these networks are fully decentralized. And while you reflect on consideration on it like that, there's truly no distinction between one asset and the opposite in phrases of any criminal implications. And translating that into science and into now real life, we are a complete set of neutral things. It's just as apparent, and that is why this complete concept of proximately Bitcoin being protected in the strategic reserve and not XRP is so stupid. You can make arguments both methods. So that makes them any unique from one another because we don't know who Satoshi is and we don't know his involvement with the Bitcoin blockchain. Now, with all that said, there's one very essential element we want to speak approximately, and Bitcoiners continually convey that up, and this is missing ledgers at the XRP ledger blockchain.